Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Come on in this space. All right, we're going to get into this. So come on in. I'm just giving some people time to come in. Going to go ahead and share this on... Let's see, going to share this on Facebook. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? So good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to get started in just a minute. I'm going to invite some more people so that we can get started. I am excited about today. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a beautiful, amazing day. It is a beautiful day. It really is. So... hope it's cold here. It is so cold here. It's crazy. So, it is so cold here. How's the weather where you are? I know we have one watching so far. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to let everyone know over on Facebook that I'm live. I am live. Hope you're doing well today. If I open the right app, that would be great. Let's see how this is gonna go. Hope it's well where you are. So that's not gonna show. All right. Let's see another way I can do it. Just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna share it. Be sure to share this on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram. Tweet it out. Let everybody know that I'm live. Very excited about today. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. So we're just going to typing this in so that I can invite some more people. Bring them into this space. So, yep. Hope your day is going well wherever you are. Hope you're happy, prosperous, and blessed. I don't know what's going on with this earring. It don't want to act right. Hope you're happy, prosperous, and blessed, and things are going well for you. I pray that, let's see, just giving some more time for people to come in. A little bit more time for people to come in. They're coming. They're coming in. Yes, they are coming in. And then we'll get started in just a moment. I need some music. That's what I need during these times when we're waiting on people to come in. That's what I need. Some music. Hey, Gmont. Yeah, I know. It's so cold. Hey, Diva. Hey, Kimberly Davis. So glad you're here. You caught my live. Woo! Yay. Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. That makes me happy. All right. Thank you for the support. Let's see. Kimberly Davis has an amazing collab coming up. It's an open collab for Valentine's Day. I usually participate every year, so go out and check her out. Of course, Gma is over there cooking up a storm and doing her thing. Yeah, so go over there and check her out. Some amazing supporters. I appreciate the support so very much. I thank each of you for being on with me. You guys are absolutely amazing. So There's some amazing creators. Go out and sprinkle some gems around the world, and let people know that there's some very supportive people out there. And so shine your light, and let people know that we're here to be supportive, we're here to be loving, we're here to be kind and giving. Okay, so that makes me happy. Thank you guys so much for being with me today. So we're gonna start out with, I had a question because I've been cleaning my spaces and I've been decluttering, and so I woke up a couple of days ago with the question that came to mind, and it was, what the world does decluttering and releasing and letting go? Please give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. It really helps me out a lot to give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it so much if you, we have 5 people on, and so if all 5 of you could give me a thumbs up, I appreciate it so much. It really does mean a lot to me. So I woke up with this question that came to mind, and it was, what in the world does decluttering have to do with manifesting abundance and manifesting prosperity, love, joy, happiness in your life? Because we know abundance is wealth in so many different, in every area of our lives, not just money, but in every area of our lives. And so I ran across this scripture when I was praying and meditating and searching for answers, and it's James 4:8, and so it is James 4:8. I'm gonna put this down in the chat so that you guys can go and have a look at that. And it says, I'm doing the ESV. I love the ESV. So it says, draw near to God, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, you sinners. Purify your hearts, your double minds. And so a lot of times we don't think about the fact that when we have a lot of clutter in our spaces, when we have a lot of clutter, things that are clogging up our living rooms, our cabinets, our closets, that often we bring in and we bring in and we're pulling in and we're bringing in and pulling in. But a lot of times we don't realize that those things are keeping us from the real true abundance that we have in our lives, the real true joy and abundance and the opportunity to manifest that God brings. Hey Synolve, good to see you. And clutter, oh my goodness, it does help. It does also clog up the mind. Absolutely. So it keeps us from being able to truly and abundantly manifest all the things that God has for us. I was watching the other day Diva Designing on the Dime. So I was watching Miss Kimberly Davis, the queen. So I was watching her and her hubby, because I love watching videos when people add their hubbies. And so, because, you know, I've been married for a long time. And so she had her hubby on there, and they were taking down the Christmas tree, which I still need to do. Okay. All right. So we all have spaces that we have to work on it, but the tree is so beautiful with the lights. I hate to bring it down. And what she was doing was, I think later, the next couple of videos, she did a couple of hauls, because, you know, all of the things at all of the stores have been going on sale. And she was doing these amazing hauls where getting 90% off all this discount. But one of the things she was talking about when she sat down, she made it a point to talk about those different things in her homes that she was getting rid of. And she was letting go of some of the old broken ornaments. She had a beautiful, I mean, I was like, send it to me. She had this beautiful Christmas Santa. It was a African-American Santa. And so she had this beautiful Santa. And she was saying she was going to let go of it, but she was buying a new Santa. So before she was bringing things in her house, she already had an idea of the things that she wanted to release. It was so beautiful. If you haven't checked out that video, go check it out. If you haven't checked out Denise Jordan, this and that, she has some amazing videos, amazing videos on cleaning, on home, on just amazing things. And then G-Mods was cleaning out her pantry the other day. It was amazing. It was beautiful. And so, yes, Diva Designing on a Dime, Kimberly Davis and her husband, they work together. They work together. And so, and it's beautiful to see couples loving each other, couples who've been married for a long time. And if you're not married, it's, you know, I love you and I thank God for you. And I thank God that God is sending you the desires of your heart, whether that's to be single or you're waiting for your soulmate to appear. And so me being married for so long, over 24 years, been with my husband over 27 years, I'm always looking for those couples who love God and who work together and do things together. So, because a lot of times you don't see my hubby on camera, but he's always there. He's always around. And so helping me with the cameras or whatever I need to do. And so Gma says that she's also getting rid of things. Both of us don't like clutter, so that's good. Right. Well, I'm going to be real honest. Hubby does not like clutter. I love clutter, on the other hand. However, I do realize that clutter keeps me from truly having and manifesting things that I want to have in my life. Because when you walk in the closet and you can't find anything, like, oh my gosh, you can't find anything. You know, you can't find that red shirt you were looking for. You can't find those cute shoes, or you can only find one, or there are no matches to socks. Oh my gosh. Like, that is, you know, that's hard. And so I also want to make my hubby happy. I mean, I'm the clutter bug. I get that. And so it brings him a whole lot of joy when he sees me decluttering, and he'll help. I think at one of the Marie Kondo videos I did, he was behind the scenes, and I was like, you know, talking to him. You kind of hear him saying little stuff. You know, we've been together a long time. So him saying stuff in the background, because he was tickled pink. I think Gmont, I had a conversation about that, about hubby in the background, because he didn't want to be on camera, but he was definitely cleaning. And so he, if I cook, like last night, he was helping to clean the kitchen. And so he usually helps out quite a bit. And I so appreciate that. I so appreciate that. So, yes, and I've been enjoying all of your comments. So, the Marie Kondo method, one of the things she talks about is only keeping those things that are going to bring you joy, those things that spark joy, right? She talks about that a lot. Keep those things in your space when you're going through decluttering and clearing your space, to only keep those things that bring you, when you touch it, whether it's cleaning out your closet and it's closed, or whether it's cleaning out your kitchen or your home decor, when you only keep those things that bring you joy and peace and happiness, when you feel good when you touch them, keep those things. I'm a person, for example, I don't like t-shirts, like just regular cotton t-shirts. I like something more that's more soft, that's more of a poly, kind of rayon cotton blend that's much softer, or something that's a real high-end cotton that's really blended, really soft, right? That's so soft. And so I've been going through getting rid of all these t-shirts. I didn't realize I had so many t-shirts. And you know what it is? When you go somewhere, you go to a church function, or the church is having an event, or you go to a community function or something that's happening in your city or community, a race, a run, a rally, excuse me, a barbecue, a this, a that, then you accumulate, and you don't even realize, like, you're accumulating all of this stuff, like all of this stuff. Free cups, free mugs. Oh, this one wasn't free. I love this cup, but let me get a sip of water. And so I had to learn to try to give out, you know, I had to learn to get rid of some of those things. So this and that, Denise Jordan says, girl, don't even talk about hubby in the background. People always know mine is close by. They can hear him making noise. I know. Hubby's he wrote me. I've been trying to go live during the day. Oh my gosh, for the last 2 weeks. And I promise you, for the last 2 weeks, because I set the intention I was gonna go live during the day, everything that could have gone wrong, or everything, my camera, we can't figure out the camera, so we bought a couple of things to figure out. I'm still on my iPad today, but bought some things on my camera to try to make sure that I could go live. They didn't work. It was like one thing after another. My daughter, who's, we're empty nesters, and we, love her, but she's popped by every day. Kids, how kids are. It's like when you're not expecting them, here they come. Like, it's just been one thing, after another. The internet was down one day. I don't know, it's cold. I don't know, Gma, if you're experiencing this where you are, but AT&T has been out working, and we got a pole, like I'm pointing out the window. I can see the cable guys when they're out here. Our AT&T has been, I don't know if it's because of the cold or what, but they have been working on an issue in my area. I live in Seaville, so they've been working on an issue over here on my side of town in my area for the last couple of days. So it's like, I don't know what's been going on. So hopefully we're getting some of this together. This is what Denise Jordan says. I'm going to be purging my closet as well. I'm going to explore a capsule wardrobe. Oh, that'd be fun. Ooh, I don't think I can do that. I'm pretty sure I can't. I like too many things, but I tried to do a smaller wardrobe through a thrifted closet that I have in a secondary bedroom, and that didn't work. Well, it didn't work for me. So, but kudos to you, girlfriend, for trying that. That sounds like it's gonna be amazing. Well, I'm gonna be watching to see what you do. I'm gonna be watching. And I love it when you guys do things. Gma, I was saying, show your pantry, and a lot of other people were saying, show your pantry, and I love it when we ask for stuff, and like Gma went the next day, and like she did her whole pantry and showed everything. And of course, Kimberly Davis is always showing us the good stuff. She's always showing us what she bought, but also showing us what she purged, and she's showing us her family. And so, yes. I think it was Sears, when Sears was going out of business, and she was getting all that good stuff. Girl, watching. I was like, yes, our Sears went out, I think 2 years ago. So I was like, ooh, living vicariously through you. Let's see. This and that with Denise Jordan says, LOL Denise, but tried to help you with the shout outs, LOL. All right. I don't know. So, Gma says, yes, all day my bones have been hurting. We're not having issues in Kondo. I'm sending prayers for you, Gma, that you are healing, and God is blessing you and sending healing love to you, and healing light and love energy to you. God is a healer, and so we just thank God for you. You are a trooper. You just keep going no matter what, and I love that about you. This and that with Denise Jordan says, I'm retired. I don't need so much stuff. I do understand, because I gotten rid of a lot of my business wardrobe when I was an executive director of a local nonprofit, and so now that I'm home and I'm doing my blog and I'm doing other stuff, I don't need quite as much. And then right now my husband is ordained, but he is a online campus pastor for a church here in the Memphis area, and so the church service that he does is like this one. It's a live, where he interacts with the people who are homebound and they're sick, and so the senior pastor of the church does the preaching and all of that, and my hubby just monitors the live feed and the live video. So we don't get to go to church outside of being at home. I don't need the church clothes and the heels, and I kind of miss it. So we'll see how that works out. Oh, my hubby is popping in. I told you, he's somewhere out. He's always somewhere around. I love him. Diva Designer Dime says, Rachel of Sweet and Simple Home is hosting the One Box Challenge. I have filled one box and more, LOL. Okay, I think I did that last year with her. I'm glad you shared that because I'll have to go out and participate in the challenge because I definitely have a box to share. Thank you, Kimberly. That's so awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Bridget Jones says, in my home, when we get something new, something old is donated. Depending on the circumstances, some things may have negative energy, which you should not keep in your life. Absolutely. It is a process. Oh, you just summed up my whole life. Girl, you go ahead, Bridget. That's why I love you. Um, absolutely. Having a clear vision of what, when you bring in something, you release something and you let it go, having that natural flow and living into that vision that you've created for your home and for yourself is so important. Sometimes we don't have a plan of what to do. We have a plan of collecting and hoarding, right? Diva Design. Kimberly Davis says, yes, Bridget. So we have a plan that we want to go shopping. We have a plan that we want to buy more. We want to do more. We want to thrift. We want to catch the sales. We do all that on Saturdays. But we forget the plan of what we're going to do with those things that we already have and we no longer want, or those things that we just don't want to get rid of. And I'm the queen of I don't want to get rid of it. I just want to keep it. Because if I just lose 10 pounds, wink, if I just lose 20, 30 pounds, I can fit in that 1988 high school such and such again. Mel says, yes. Are you funny? I love you, boo. So, yeah. So, we always have to have a plan. And that's one of the things I haven't had. I'll just be honest with you. Because I love clutter. I love keeping everything. So, I'm one of those people. I will keep the wrapper. I will keep the box. If you give me something, he knows I can release it. You can do it. You can release it. Yeah. So I've had to work on this to bring in prosperity and wealth in my life. So Darrell K, YouTube says, what it do, right? Do what it do, let it do. We got to do what it do. We got to let it do what it do. We got to work it because it's time to shed some of this stuff in this season. Gma says, glad you're with us. Your wife is wonderful. Oh, hugs, Gma. You know I love you. All right, I just dropped my water. Oh, I was trying to show. Okay, I'm going to show some of my cleaning products. That's what that is. Okay, so Milton says, yes, you can do it, baby. Gma, I can do it with your help. Thank you. I appreciate you for encouraging me. It really means a lot to me. I love you. Gma says, yes, I'm calming down from it. I still had outfits in a size 4. I accept it. It's not going to happen. LOL. Girl, you had me on the floor laughing because I'm telling you, when you were talking about those blue jean clothes that you had, because I had a blue jean outfit and I couldn't do anything but laugh. I had a blue jean outfit that I love, and I think it was a 6 or a 4. She ain't never, and I don't want to ever go back to a 604. And so I had to go ahead. I had to release it. It had the jacket, and then it had a little brown stripe, like right here, girl. You talking about sharp. And then it had the pants. Yes. And Gma, I had the skirt. I had the skirt too, honey. So I had to let that go. Oh, wow. This is that what Janice Jordan said. That's me, but I've decided I've got to let things go. I love the memories attached, but I have to work on that too. I've discovered a channel called Clutter Clarity that is so helpful. Thank you for sharing channels. Thank you for sharing channels that are helpful because I need help on this journey. So I appreciate that. So we're going to check out the one that, Rachel Sweet and Simple Home. We're going to check out that one, and we'll be on the lookout for her decluttering, but for her challenge that's coming up. And then we're going to be on the lookout for clutter clarity. So yes, we're going to be on the lookout for those. And be sure to go out. Clutter clarity. Yes, we're going to go. Be sure to go out and support Well, that's not the word I want to use. There you go. We're going to sprinkle some gems. That's what I want to use. And some love throughout to all of these amazing supporters who are on this live, and let them know that they are loved. We're going to send positive sprinkles of joy, because we want to live this life in a positive, amazing, loving way. And so everywhere we go, our goal is to spread positivity and love. So be sure to check out those people and check out everybody on this line. So I read the scripture, James 4 and 8. And so we're to draw near to God, and he will draw near to us. And the video challenge videos will drop January 31st, so they still have time. Still have time. And Kimberly, when is your when are your videos going to drop for the, or they're already out for the playlist for your Valentine's challenge? Because that's going to be amazing as well. So 2 amazing challenges that you definitely want to be a part of. All right, keep your eye out for those. So we're reading James 4 and 8. Draw near to God, he will draw near to you. Now, what keeps us from drawing near to God? Clutter. When your mind is cluttered, when your heart is cluttered, when your space is cluttered, when you can't get out the door, when you can't get in the door and you're stumbling over things, and you just can't find anything. You can't find your Bible. Say you can't don't read your Bible because you can't find it. You don't know where it is. I was like that the other day. I have so many Bibles. I have so many Bibles, but I have my own collection of Bibles, and in my office, because clutter causes anxiety. Absolutely. So my office, we moved my office from baby girl's room because she's semi-moving back home. She let the lease on her apartment go, and so she's semi-moving back home. Hey, Frank GTV ran channel. Good to see you. Good to see you, Frank. Hope you're doing well in the season. And so I had to move my office back into a shared space with hubby, right? So I have half of a beauty room still back there. Ladybug and I are still sharing it. And so I couldn't find my Bibles when we moved, and I was trying to reorganize the space, letting go of trash and all that stuff. Okay, so the Show Some Love collab is February the 9th. I've been getting some things for the Show Some Love collab. So I've been getting some things so that I can participate. Yes. And so, yes. So y'all keep your eyes out for that and participate, but also watch. Be sure when the videos drop on February the 9th that you're watching, so you can see all these beautiful, beautiful spaces, how people have put joy and love and creativity from these amazing creators into their homes. Okay, so be sure you participate, but also be sure to watch. We want to blow this up. We want to make this February 9th one of the most beautiful days, and we want to make sure that Miss Kimberly Davis's day is beautiful and amazing. And beautiful and amazing, and she has a beautiful, wonderful day, not from all of the love and the support from creators, but also from the love and support from all of you amazing viewers as well. All right, even if decorating is not your thing, it's okay. You've been shopping, yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about that later. I've been shopping, yeah. You bought me some things, remember, for my birthday and for Christmas, so I'm gonna use those things. That's what I'm gonna do. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, draw near to God, he will draw near to you. So we can't completely draw near to God if our spaces are filled with clutter, and if our spaces are not open and able to receive God's goodness. Meaning, when we go in, if our minds are so decluttered, when you look around, you're stepping over stuff, stumbling over stuff, tripping, about to break your neck, trying to get in your house, you open the closet and you got to do like that. Because when you open it, you're too afraid, you don't know what might fall out. Yeah, because I got a closet like that, and I want to work on it. It's my coat closet in the front room, and I've done part of it, but coats have just cluttered up, and I know It's a good time. Winter is a good time to go through those coats because I know some of them I can't even button up anymore. I had this conversation with hubby. He and I had this conversation last night. And so draw near to God and he'll draw near to you. Also, when you say talk about drawing near to God and he'll draw near to you, if there's something you really want to do, like declutter, if you draw into God and say, hey, I've been having a problem decluttering. Maybe I've been sick, or, you know, maybe I've just been, my mind has been on something else. And so I just haven't gotten to declutter yet. Maybe life has happened. You've been taking care of a family member or a friend, or work has been difficult. So you've been working long hours. So you just haven't gotten the chance, the opportunity to declutter. Christmas has happened, so you've been worried about putting up Christmas decorations, but you haven't been thinking about releasing and letting go some of those old, beautiful ornaments that no longer serve you. And so it's time to let it go, to cleanse your hands, right? To cleanse your hands and purify your heart. So release, and so that you can have a pure heart, releasing the old so you can be fully ready to embrace the new. Now, we're going to talk about the mind and some of the other things in later videos. This is really about cleaning your spaces, your home. This is what this video is really about. It's difficult to have a pure heart and a pure mind and not be double-minded, as James 4:8 is alluding to, is talking about if our spaces are not clear. Because you can't think if you're sitting around and you got 100 cups and 100 glasses and your sink, you're trying to cook in a dirty sink. What did Gma say? Gma said when she goes over to people's house and it's dirty, then she cleans. And I'm like that. When my daughter had her apartment, if I went to her house, you know, your daughter loves it. I know if I went to my daughter's house and stuff was sitting everywhere, I would start cleaning, you know, and she'd be like, let's go somewhere. Let's go out to eat. Or let's go to make me leave. Because I would be like cleaning and organizing and putting stuff and doing stuff. And when she lived in the dorm, my son is in college, but he's farther away. So when he was there, I would be like cleaning. So I can't go clean his dorm room, but I will. But he's more like my hubby. He's more like my hubby where he likes things clean at all times. My daughter's more like me, right? So it is what it is. So, and I love her. Love both my babies. So Immortal Hourglass says, good afternoon, everyone. Stopping by to show some love. Hope everyone has a good day. Well, thank you, love. I appreciate that very much. And go ahead and give me a thumbs up while you're stopping by, showing some love and sprinkling some gems. I appreciate it much. It does help me out a whole bunch. LOL, Gma, I do or leave. Right. Yeah. Leave. That also helps. I know I start to itch. Girl, I mean, it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, kids, I mean, right. It's like you want them to be on the schedule that you taught them, like Saturday clean, Tuesday clean, whatever your couple of days a week for a pickup, wash your clothes, do these things. Like you know, you put all of these things in them. And, you know, when it's old, but sometimes, like, you don't have time to wait until they're old for this not to part. So you got to go. Sometimes you have to go into the house and help clean up. Like, girl, what's going on? Or leave and leave them to their mousiness. That's what I always tell my daughter. Like, you just like a little pack rat, little mouse. Yeah, keeping everything. But, you know, it is what it is. So, girl, life of an empty nester. Who knew that grown children would be just as difficult as you know, when they were younger? Who even knew? Lord, who even knew? All right, so let's jump into this. All right. So one of the, you know, clean out those spaces, the home, your office. It says, also learn through my oldest baby girl. Invite me over on purpose. Oh, she does it on purpose so you'll clean. Sneaky. They are sneaky. Oh my gosh. So we want to make sure we're hitting the main areas, even the main areas with those sneaky children. We'll make sure that we're hitting the main areas, right? To open up abundance, money, manifesting love, happiness, joy, health, good health, and more. If you have a decluttered home, I'm sorry, if you have a cluttered home and you haven't cleaned in a while and you haven't gotten to it and you're wondering what's going on sometimes with allergies and with other issues, clean home, right? Dusted, well-pledged home relieves the dust in your area and so your spaces, and so you'll notice that you'll feel much better, especially if you have allergies. For me, for my son and myself, we're very allergic to dust. So yesterday I was vacuuming, but I had already vacuumed like the day before, but I was vacuuming again because with the leaves people are bringing in on their shoes, and I don't care how many rugs I have in the house, you tend to still track in. You're going to track in something from the outside, especially into your living room, when the foyer, you're just going to track that stuff. So one of the things you have to do for good health is you have to pay attention to those entry spaces from the garage, from the front door. You have to pay attention. We've had a lot of rain in this area, and so I have to pay attention to mud, to all those things, because that creates dirt, it creates dust. And so just going around and going, you vacuum every day. So going around and going through your spaces and clearing off your ledges, clearing off your TVs, cleaning off. This is a great, this is those microfiber towels. We get these from Harbor Freight. Hubby was using these outside, like to, to do different things with paint and other things, to clean things when he's outside. But they are great to use inside as well. I grabbed this one from Dollar Tree, so you can get, very low cost options. This one comes in a box if you want to, get a huge number of these. And so they're just great. They pick up everything. When you're cleaning. This is another one that comes from Dollar Tree. I keep this one to clean off like my iPads and different things. And it really was in the kitchen area at Dollar Tree. But it's microfiber and it's nice. And it does, some of them, the microfibers pull, but this one is fairly soft. And I use it to clean off like my computer. Right, I use it to clean off my phone and to keep it clean. I'm hosting Go Red for Women's Heart February 1st, and so I'm using a tablescape from a dinner party. Oh, awesome. That's gonna be awesome. So all these collabs going on, y'all get in them because it's a way to grow your channel. And so we want to keep those spaces clean. One of the things that I'm using for my dishes, because we have to, also think about what we clean with. And so I love Method. I've been using this Method. This one is the Sparkling Clear. It's pear ginger is what it is. This one is pear ginger, if you can see that. So I'm loving this one. It's Method. And so, yes, love. So if you guys are doing Grove collab or anything else, let me grab this one I dropped. If you're using Grove collab, it's going to give you a nice, beautiful scent. I get these from Target, but I also have a guy who sells these. He does Amazon. He does Amazon. So he got a lot of these on Amazon resale. And so he sells them for $1. I think I've done videos about this guy before. Need to rub women and heart health. Great information. Another thing that I'm using, what are you guys using? Tell me below while I'm commenting. What are some of the things you're using that are new? I'm using this one, which is almost empty. It's one of my empties, and I'm going to put it in my... Hey, Nicholas. So good to see you. So good to see you. So glad you're here. And so Method is cucumber, and so it cuts grease and grime. So I've been using this Method. I've already got a new one in the same scent, so I can I think I might either put Windex in this one, so I can, because I like to reuse my bottles. I can put like Windex or something, so I can put it in another bathroom is what I think I'm going to do to keep this. But also sometimes I'll buy larger bottles of cleaning products, and I can use those bottles to separate them. Especially, I make up concoctions of my own. I like to mix up like vinegar and some other things and mix them together. So now I have a spray bottle to mix that. So I keep my old bottles. Anybody else do that? I'm lurking, can't type much, but I'm here listening. I love you, Casey Detox. You know you haven't been feeling good, sweetie. So I hope, Michelle, I hope you're feeling better. And so sending loving energy to you, loving and healing energy, and asking God to do the miraculous in your life. Love you so much. Yes, recycling the bottles. Yeah, I love recycling the bottles and reusing them. I don't want to fill up the landfills with any more stuff. So this is one of my favorite. This is that well, this one is Waterfall. It's is a scent, and so this is a glass and surface cleaner. So this is what this one is. But I one of the things that I have just been absolutely loving, and it's my absolute favorite. It's expensive as heck. Well, it's not so bad. It's not so bad, but it's my William Sonoma dish soap. I love this. It's in the lemongrass scent. I absolutely love this. It's my absolute favorite, and it's my dish liquid. And so this is basically what I use. I've tried to come away from the Blue Dawn and some of those other things to really use Method or to use things, and even my dependence on Clorox, because I was like my grandma, you Clorox, no, but I've learned, you know, that those things can be harsh. So while we're decluttering our spaces, we also, and we're cleaning, we also want to get really great products that are going to support good health, right? Good heart health, good body health. Because some of these products, like Clorox, for me, I'm allergic to Clorox, but they also raise my blood pressure. I was having a problem, and I break out in hives whenever I use them. So I have to be really, really careful with what I use. And so that's just a good tip for you. I want to be here, but I'm just laying in the bed trying not to do too much. So I'm here silently supporting you. I love you. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. What other things? What are some of the products that you're using? What are some of the products that you Grovers out there, you Grove collabors? What are some of the products, Denise Jordan and Gma, Kimberly? What are some of the products that you've been using? Some of the things that you have noticed are really, even Nicholas, what are some of those things, Bridget? And I don't know if Immortal Hourglass is still there, but what are some of the things, he's still here with us, Frank? What are some of the things that you guys are using? My husband loves orange products, so anything with orange in it, he absolutely loves it. So Kimberly Davis says, you know I love my Mrs. Myers. I know. And I love Mrs. Myers too. I don't think I have any up here with me, but I have a few Mrs. Myers products. And then I'm loving the Castile soaps. I'm loving those. Yeah, anything natural that I absolutely love it. And I think I actually found out about Method watching your channel, Kimberly. So that was how, look at it's bent already. But that was how I actually found out about Method and some of the other products, by watching your channel. So I love it when you guys share your amazing products, because then that really helps me to know what to go out and purchase for my own family. And one of the things we need to declutter, so, you know, I talked about empty bottles. Sometimes we'll have empty bottles. Method is very good. It is. And so I love it, love it, love it. And so one of the things that, you know, I've had to declutter are my cleaning rags. I had to get rid, I threw away so many rags the Christmas holidays. Just old towels and kitchen towels, and even I threw away hubby started it though. He was throwing away every pot holder that was like had a hole in it, or was broke, or had been burnt. You know, we used it on the grill and brought it back in the house, and like it had smudge on it. Like, you can only wash that stuff so long. And so how much are you cleaning if your dish towels are dirty? How much are you, if your dish towels are dirty when you washing dishes, how clean? Like, how clean? You know, you're not really cleaning. At some point, you're not even clean anymore. You're just spreading old germs. So I had to learn to get rid of that stuff. Keeping your workspace at your job less clutter is also important. It is. It is. It is. Very important. Very important. Because how can you get any work done if you got clutter all on your desk? You can't work. Yes. So keeping empty bottles. Sometimes we have a lot of empty bottles without a purpose. So now I do have a space for empty bottles. I have a purpose and a use that I've already decided that I'm going to do. I do mix a lot, so I am going to use this one. But I probably may not keep this one, for example, when it empties because it's already bent. So you see what I'm saying? You got to make choices. You got to really make good choices. I have went out and bought new sponges. You probably saw me haul this one on was it Christmas Day. I went out and hauled this Christmas Day, and at Walgreens has some, oh, I love their products, and so they have some great scrubbers. They really do. And so here I am. I was getting rid of all of my, sometimes we just don't think of the things that we need to throw away. Like you had a sponge or something, a dishcloth for 10 years, or you inherited from your mama and she used it when she first got married. You have to get rid of some of this stuff. Just don't realize how much clutter that we can keep in our home. So, yeah, so our home, our office, all of our spaces. Some of us have 2 offices, one at work, one at home. Casey says, let me see what this is. Yeah, feel better soon, Casey. Feel better soon, Casey. Casey said, I would like for you to be my co-host and interview. There's a lady who makes free wigs for little children. She's supposed to call me today and do a pre-interview, but I don't know the exact date. Let me know. That'd be awesome. Yeah, you know, I can hang out with you. I love hanging out with you, girl, you know. That would be awesome, and I'd love to be on there with you. Oh, she makes wigs for little children, so that is awesome. So, yes. Would love to be on there with me. Just let me know. You got my phone, girl. You know we call each other, so just let me know. Text me, call me when you're ready. I'm here. So we're going to continue. Eventually we're going to talk about our body. We're going to talk about detoxing our body, detoxing our mind, more about that in upcoming videos. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. So our house, our kitchen, our garage, our attic, our cabinets. What are the spaces where you need to really work on detoxing? I think my kitchen cabinets are fine. I'm good on those because I decluttered those before Christmas. But I still have to get my kitchen closets, and I need to rework my garage because I've been pulling out stuff for Christmas. And I do need to get rid of some Christmas ornaments. And so, and that was one of the things hubby mentioned to me. Plus, when I saw Kimberly Davis getting rid of her Christmas ornaments, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do that. Who do you love? Oh, who do you love? Are you for sure? I love that. Hello, love. Say hello to Hoodoo Love. Make sure you go check out their channel. So, boy, I can't believe I need to declutter. I know we all need to declutter. I can't believe that we've been on so amazing. We have such an amazing time together. All right, so thank you guys. I appreciate it for being here with me. It means so much to me. All right. Just going to go through a couple of my notes. You see me looking down. This is my notebook hubby bought me. So soft. So, yes. So, going through my notes. Decluttering. Just had a few things I wanted to share with you. Declutter. I'm sorry, I keep saying declutter. Not the word I want to use. Clutter is what I want to say. Is very symbolic and representative of the internal struggles and decision issues that you are feeling inside. Does that resonate with you at all? Sometimes our lives show us a picture of what's going on internally. All right? I know after my mom passed away, it was really hard for me to clean. Like I just could not clean. I tried and I could not clean. I really had to have hubby to help me. So it was, I couldn't cry, but I also couldn't clean. So she passed away this October. I couldn't cry, but I couldn't clean. I just couldn't keep anything clean. Everything got cluttered. I even had trouble. We had to go to Indiana to make the funeral arrangements or make arrangements for her to come back home to Mississippi. Logging off. Have a blessed day. Love you. Thank you so much, Jimon. Thank you for being here with me. And so I had trouble. I had, trouble cleaning. And so what's going on internally is very reflective, and it reflects and it emanates in your outside world. So that's why we need to watch the clutter. When you see clutter coming on, sometimes it can be a sign of depression or anxiety or fear or other things that may be going on in your life. So it's very important to recognize when you have clutter in your life and not just push it to the side, because we often push our own emotions to the side as well. Okay, love, I love the decluttering and detoxing conversation. You have to set by laws how often you will do it and what is going to be your elimination method. Absolutely. So you have to, because it helps you to detox and declutter your home, in your office, in your car, in your garage, in your she shed, in that room that nobody goes in, that you don't let nobody open the door and go in, nobody goes in but you when your kids move out, that you have spaces that are so full of clutter, their rooms become just another room for you to hoard and put stuff in. I'm just going to raise my hand for the empty nesters in the building. You have to have a method. And so when my kids moved out and went to college, one went to college, the oldest one left and went to college. They're about 2 years apart, 20 months apart. And then my daughter, and then my son, I was okay with my daughter. But then when my son left, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And then she didn't move. Well, she moved home for a while, but then she moved into an apartment. And I missed her. I had been a stay-at-home mom for most of my life, but I, worked outside the home. Like I said, I've been an executive director for a local nonprofit, and or regional nonprofit, but I was devastated, right? I was devastated, and I didn't know quite. I've talked to this and that with Denise Jordan about this. I didn't know quite what to do. I didn't know quite how to handle this new life, right? And what to do. I just didn't know. And that whole relationship, my daughter and I were very close. My son and I were very close. And so the four of us would do so much together. And then it was just hubby and I love him, love him, love him. But I missed my babies. I missed my kids. And so I had to find myself again. Hey, River Mary, I had to find myself again. Absolutely. You have to find yourself again. Such great wisdom. Thank you, Reverend Mary, for sharing that. And so you have to get into a system. You have to find rules that are going to work for you so that you can detoxify and declutter all of those things, and also declutter and detoxify your mind. It'll help you to clear. Absolutely, Casey. It will help you to clear when you can detox and declutter. There is a connection. If we don't hear anything else on this broadcast today, is understanding that you are connected. You and your world are connected. What's happening on the outside of you is also connected to what's happening on the inside of you, and very reflective of what's happening on the inside. And so you have to deal with depression, and you have to deal with anxiety. And it is a sign that you're struggling. So listen to that what Denise Jordan says. One of my sisters struggles with overwhelming depression, and her home is so cluttered. It's definitely a sign of what she's struggling with. Absolutely. And so many times we don't see the signs. We don't see the signs, and we don't understand the signs. So we, might fuss at someone and say, oh, well, get your house clean your house up, do what you got to do. You know, why is this house so, you want to fuss or you want to say things, but the reality is that a lot of times people are struggling. And so I've learned to have to reach out and say, I'm struggling, like I'm having a difficult time. When my mom passed away, I had to say to my family, like, I need you guys to help me with the cleaning because I'm struggling. Like, this is very difficult for me. And I had always been the one cleaning and always had the routine. I cleaned on Tuesdays. I did a big clean, bathrooms, everything on Tuesdays, and I did a big clean on Saturdays. Sometimes on Friday mornings, it just depends. And so I did that like a routine. And then every spring and every summer, I would clean out clothes, clear out the kids' clothes, things that are too small. I would go through my closets, hubby would go through his closets, and we get rid of, we donate, we throw away. We already had that system that Marie Kondo has devised is old as dirt. I mean, my grandmother did it. It's the same, you know what I mean? Like, that system is old as dirt. And so, but she wrote the book, and I love her for writing that book and for having, you know, come up with the method, the one box method, just tackling one thing at a time. And, you know, her Netflix show, Tidying Up, I've been watching that religiously. So watch content, and that'll help you to declutter. So watch content, it'll help you to declutter. And then her book, The Life-Changing Method of Tidying Up. There have been several channels and recommendation. Everyone here does some kind of content at some point in time about decluttering. So hopefully that's a motivation and inspiration for you. Who do you love? Says, my concern is that I think I'm a borderline hoarder. Join the club, because I think I am too. And I'm not even joking. Like, I'm right there with you. What I have learned to do, because I used to do a lot of thrifting videos. And so what I had to learn to do is to stop thrifting. And it's not that I don't love thrifting, and it's not that I don't love doing the videos, because those were my most successful videos. The thrifting videos are my most successful videos to date. I'm still getting views on those videos. I still get views on those old videos. I still get a lot of views, a lot of comments on those old videos. And I love it. But for my own mental health and for my own self-care, I had to stop thrifting, and I had to stop doing thrifting videos. Now I might do one every once in a while, but every week I'm doing 2 or 3 videos, and every week I'm going to the store and I'm hoarding. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. And so the other thing I have to watch is free stuff. And hubby was talking about, because I also like Free Find Fridays, the Frugalista. I find a lot of stuff on roadside for free. And so I have to, you know, just not stop my car. Hubby be driving and just drive on by. And so, right. And so I, you know, had to release. And so Casey Detox Diva says, I eliminate once a month, and I have to have 1 bag of small kitchen trash bag of stuff, and it doesn't matter what it is. So she set that limit. Once a month, she's going to throw away at least 1 kitchen size trash bag full of stuff. Right? So you have to have, you know, a plan, a self-care plan. And I'm going to be talking about self-care plan. And so we can develop a good self-care plan, because we have to have a good self-care plan. And sometimes that self-care plan is to say no. Excuse me. Hey, at Penny's Place. How are you, love? How are you? It's so good to see you. Ooh, hugs. So good to see you. Thank you for joining me at Penny's Place. Penny has an amazing channel. Go and check her out. Go and check her out. She's growing, and she just does some amazing things. And so we want to support new sisters. We want to sprinkle gems to new sisters and our guys that are out there, creators. So yes. Go out and support her. She's such an amazing, loving supporter. Absolutely. So Casey, let's see. This and that with Denise Jordan says, I had to stop thrifting and haul videos. You just bring in too much and it just adds clutter. I hear you. Yeah, Denise, you do. I mean, yes, I'm a living witness because that was my problem. And my problem was that I would bring in so much because I would get it so cheap. How can you pass up $2 and $3? Right? I'm just, and I've been decluttering my makeup drawer this morning. That was what I've got a bag, just like you. I started with a smaller bag, but I think I'm gonna have to go to a kitchen size bag, Casey. I'm gonna have to go to a kitchen size garbage bag in my makeup room because I'm just getting rid of all this old makeup and all this old clutter and stuff. I had bags and paper and makeup and lipstick and stuff that I know is at least, ooh, I ran over some lipstick and I still love the color, but it's about to the nub. And I hurt my lips trying to put this lipstick on. And I think it was like Flory Roberts or something. But I know that lipstick is at least 6 years old. And that's not good for your allergies. That's not, because over time, that long, like it begins to break down, the minerals and all the different ingredients begin to break down. And then you don't know, what sickness or whatever you had 6 years ago that you bring it now into your future. And then every time you use that lipstick, you get sick. Like, you have got to watch every area and space in your life. So she said, I had to she's smiling at me. Mary is my friend, her girlfriend. She's laughing at me. So I had to stop thrifting and haul videos. You just bring in too much and it just adds in too much clutter. And my problem was I couldn't keep up. See, if you can do it like, Kimberly Davis, then it's good. Because she's like, I just brought this stuff in the house and I'm fixing to go ahead and haul it so I can put this stuff away. Now, if you can do that, then that's awesome. But I couldn't keep up with it. I'd be like, oh, I'm saving this for a video and I'm saving. Oh, you're welcome, love. You are so welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. But yeah, I was like, I'm saving this for a haul. My husband would be like, do you have my brown shoes that I just bought or my shirt that I mean, I'm saving it for a haul. And he'd be like, give my stuff. So I had to stop. Like I said, I had to stop. And also when you are bringing in so much stuff, you don't even know what you already have. I sat and bought the same like makeup or something I was buying twice. Because I was sitting there like, dang, I don't even know what I have because I haven't cleaned out my spaces. If you haven't, please give me a thumbs up and a like. It really does help me with my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a part of this family so we can continue this conversation. All right. So, it says, Casey says, I actually have gone into people's homes and helped them declutter and organize. I find it help people deal with spiritual and emotional connections. Wow, that's amazing. Huh. I love that. Ooh, you give me some ideas. That's why I love watching such amazing creative people. That's so beautiful. Can you come to my home? That's so beautiful. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that. Penny saying hi to everyone. All right. Right, let it go, sweet. Let them lippies go. Casey says, one thing, two things out. So sometimes I won't buy anything because I don't want to have to get rid of nothing. This conversation is giving me life. I knew there was a season why I had to come here. Thank you, sis. Oh, yes. And I also have been trying to do this video all week. So you saying that lets me know God was talking to me about delaying things for a time and for a season. And so I wonder why I couldn't get this video out. I tried to do it in a regular video. I was going to do this in a regular video. And then I was like, I'm just, I was going to do it last night, but I did something else last night. And because I couldn't get the computer to go, I couldn't get the computer, my, not computer, my iPad to sync with AT&T. It just wouldn't work. So, and I told you we're having some issues. They've been working right over here outside my window. So, yeah. Yeah. Diva Designer Dime, I agree. I love to thrift, but it can be too much. It can be too much. It can be too much. Just throw that lippy away. It can be too much. I love thrifting. I love it. But you can, it's the prices. They're so cheap. And you're like, oh, I can get this. I can get Chico's for $2. I can get, you know, Talbots for, you know, $5. You know, wow, let me get this jacket. Let me get this. And you know, you already got it. 5 red jackets. I'm talking about myself. Let's see. This and that says the organized soprano has a lot of practical organized tips. Be sure they are dropping a lot of good tips here, so be sure to go out and check out everybody, some of the different ones that we've named, and then there are a couple of collabs that are coming up. This and that with Denise Jordan is having a collab that's coming up. If you want to grow your channel, be a part of that February 1st. And then the amazing, beautiful, wonderful Diva Designing on a Dime with Kimberly Davis. She is having a collab on February the 9th. It's the Show Some Love collab. I participated in that collab before. It's amazing. So if you want to grow your channel and you're here and you're new, these are 2 places, a great place to start. And then I think Rachel Sweet and Simple Home is also having a collab January 31st. It's on the Marie Kondo method. So that would be, if you're a new YouTuber, new creator, this would be a great place to draw attention to the work that you do and the videos that you create. So keep those in mind as a way of announcements. Sorry about the typo. One thing, so you buy one thing, you have to get rid of 2 things. Gotcha. You buy one thing, you have to get rid of 2 things. That's good. That is good. You buy one, instead of buying buy one get one free, instead of buying 2 get 1 free, what Casey is recommending is that you buy one and you get rid of 2 things. Wow. Oh, that's spiritual already, because if you get rid of you buy one thing and you get rid of 2, that second thing that you're getting rid of opens the door for more. It opens the door for more to come into your life. That's why you always want to get rid of more than you bring in. Sometimes what we do is either we don't get rid of anything, just add it to our collection, and that can be okay too. Say you needed a new black skirt, you know, that can be okay too, because, you know, it's a staple, right? Those staple things, black shirt, black pants, right? White shirt, those can be staples. But if you are constantly bringing in, that you have to consider that you need to give and you need to release and let go. You're circulating. It's the law of circulation. So you're circulating money. You're also circulating with that one gift you're doing. When you give it to Goodwill, you're circulating money. You're circulating jobs. Goodwill, all of these organizations, right? You're circulating money, jobs, so many things by just donating that one green dress that you can't fit in anymore, and that's not your color, right? And it's not, may not be green, it may be purple, it may be whatever it is, but you're letting go of that one thing that you never wore, that still has the tags on it, and you don't wear. You're blessing. Your one donation is blessing so many people. And so the Bible commands us to give, right? Give and it shall be received. Give and it shall be given unto you. Give. So many times we want to concentrate on the ask, but a lot of it is on you giving and releasing and letting go. So this is definitely a spiritual connection when we talk about decluttering and letting go. It's a spiritual connection to your abundance and to your blessings that we just can't look over. We have to really pay attention to. So thank you, Casey, for sharing that. I just happened to catch you live. I'm so glad I did. Oh, you're so sweet, Denise. Thank you. I appreciate that. Penny's Place. I am still decluttering and I pray to get organized, but not crazy that my husband is on pins and needles. Well, yeah. And I understand that, because usually I'm the one that's looking like on pins and needles. Don't touch that. Don't throw that away. Don't get rid of that. And I just, you know, I think my husband prayed for me secretly, and laid hands on me while I was sleeping. And then I will ask him for prayer. I'm like, I will ask him because I'm the person that needs the help decluttering. And I will ask him for prayer. I'll say, hubby, can you pray for me? Like, can you pray with me about decluttering? Because I really want to declutter. I want to be better at getting ready, you know, getting rid of things. So I'm the one that generally has to reach out and ask for prayer and ask for help. So it is good when mates pray together. And when you are, and I talked about Kimberly Davis and her husband and how beautiful they are on their on her channel, and how he helps her, and he, you know, he was on there helping her with taking down the Christmas tree. Yeah, I've talked about that, and Denise has talked about her husband being in the background, Gma's hubby being in the background, all of that, right? Casey has sons. I mean, they're in the background, and so helping and doing the things they do. He was buying her a snowball mic the other day. Let her bought her a snowball mic for her video. So we all have supportive families. But one of the things we have to do is pray for our families, and we have to pray for our mates. We all have areas where we struggle, where we want to do better, we want to be better. And so I encourage you to pray for your mate, to pray for him. In the areas where he struggles, you know, being on pins and needles when you declutter or when you talk about decluttering, and it may not happen today. You may not get a release or an open today where he's ready, and you could get it instantly because God is an instant God. But I encourage you to pray for your mate, and because it's important for you guys to be one and to be on the same page. But I've been working through my decluttering issues for a long time, and hubby's been very patient and very loving for me. And there have been times when he has just said, well, we can't declutter it, you're not ready, and I understand that, but we're gonna buy some buckets or some tubs from Walmart, and we're gonna put some of this stuff in the bucket. And that helps me, because if I haven't used it, or if I hadn't gone out to the buckets to look for it in a year or so, or 2 years, then eventually I can let it go. So sometimes it's just about saying, well, hey, we don't have to get rid of it. Sometimes we push, you know, and people really aren't ready. But sometimes what we have to say is, let's just put it in some buckets and store it. So we can store it in the garage, in the attic, and we can go and we can, when you're ready, we can take a look at it later. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'd encourage you to do. Hubbies are amazing, but there's something, they're stubborn. But they are amazing, loving, and I'm saying that spouses are amazing. What I should say, and stubborn, because I'm the one that has the clutter issue. Reverend Mary says, I have to make myself go buy things, usually because I need them. So you're not a buyer, you're not a hoarder. Like me and Hoodoo. You're not a hoarder, you're not a buyer. And that's okay. Hubby's not a buyer either. And he, not only will he release, but he's just not a buyer. He's just not a buyer. So, I don't know why my phone is doing that. But he's just not a buyer. I had it on silent. Anybody else getting these robocalls, like from 800 numbers? Like, I downloaded an app on my phone, and so I need to figure out why this app is not go through and report some people, because I have my phone on muted. Okay, I need to put this side thing down so I won't get these robocalls so much. All right. All right, so I have to make myself buy things usually because I need them. All right, Casey, you removed your message, so I don't know what the message was. I was just about to read it too. Not at all. Don't really like shopping. Oh, you don't. I love to shop, girl. Oof. I love to shop, but I do understand that sometimes I have shopped, and I have some emotional buying. I have like an emotional buying haul where I talk about this, because we don't really deal with the spiritual stuff, right? So sometimes some of us who shop, not all of us, you know, because some people are very healthy in what they do, and that's great. But some others of us, I'm just gonna talk about myself, I know that I'm an emotional shopper. So if something emotionally is going on with me, your girl gonna shop, and she's gonna shop for days, and I can haul for days. So I just have to really, it's those kind of stings also to your finances. You have to think about the messes that you create. And so, you know, that's a thing. But also not really shopping for yourself, not, you know, kind of not buying the things that you need, and not really having the things that you want, you know, those, you have to look at those things too, because sometimes those can be problem areas where we don't feel like we deserve. And that, not saying that that's what's going on with you, Mary. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just as a general statement that sometimes some of us we wrestle with being undeserving, so it prevents us from being able to shop or be. We can buy everything for for our family. Like my husband is one of those people. He can buy everything for the family, and he'll go shopping to get you whatever you need. But if you want to ask him to buy something, he ain't gonna do it. Cause he doesn't like to shop, but he also loves to see other people get the things they desire, and so he will sacrifice and not get the things that he needs. So we have to, it's a balance, you know, it's a balance. The robocalls drive me crazy too. I mean, sometimes I'm like, man, like you just want to throw the phone. Like sometimes you just want to throw your phone, because I'm like, why? And for a long time, and my hubby got me a camera for Christmas. I have a M50. I have a Canon M50. I saw your comment earlier, this and that with Denise Jordan. I just got it for Christmas, and so I'm just learning how to use it. I've done a few videos on it, but I haven't figured out how to do my lives, because my Canon M50 is a little different. It doesn't have something. I've forgotten. It doesn't have something, and I can't remember what it is. But you have to go out and get another little piece of equipment. So we think we have it figured out, and I'm trying to be in OBS Live, so I might be, you know, writing you to try to figure out how to do that, because I hadn't quite figured it out yet. All right. Yeah, the robocalls. Like the robocalls drive you crazy. All right. So we want to make sure those big areas we're cleaning up. The home, we're cleaning up in your home, in your office. So we want to make sure we clean out your office in your home, your office at work, because it's very important to clean. You want to make sure you clean out all your cabinets, especially in your kitchen, the laundry room, your pantry. And don't try to do it all at one time. Don't feel like you have to do it all at one time. You can do it a little at a time. You can, you know, make a plan that you're going to tackle one thing a day, or you're going to tackle, if it's going to take you 2 or 3 days to clean something, it's okay. Don't feel like you have to do it all in the whole house. Like, I'm going to clean the whole house in one day. You don't do that. Don't overwhelm yourself. So make a plan, and then tackle it little by little. If it's one box, one bag that you're going to fill that up, and then be done for the day. And then celebrate, and then come back the next day, or come back next weekend, or come back next month and do it again. Does that make sense? And you'll slowly get there. You will slowly get there. You will slowly get there. Penny says, I love to shop. Me too, girl. I love to shop. And we have a new Burlington. I could live in that store. I could actually go make a day of it and just go to every Burlington in my city and in my radius. And then when I run out of Burlingtons, go on to Ross, and then go on to TJ Maxx. Woo! And then go to Marshalls. I love me some Marshalls. And Steinmart. Yes, I could just, and then go to Home Goods, and then Pier 1 and At Home Store. Like, that's a whole weekend. That's a whole day. That's a plan. But, you know, I was born to shop. Yes, my husband downloaded that app, and it seems he gets more robocalls. I did, well, I have AT&T, so I did, what did I do? I did the, I did these two right here. I don't know if you can see them. If you're AT&T, it's the mobile security and the call protect. That's what I did. If you have AT&T, and those do help. I don't know if you can see them. The light's kind of bad, but kind of see the badges. Yeah. So that really, those two have helped me. The AT&T call security and the AT&T, it's mobile security and the call protect. Those are the two. And they have like they're white and they have like a silver and blue badge. Those first two over here. Yeah. And they really do help. I just, new calls, they change their numbers and do local numbers and then do an 800 number. Like, I don't understand the purpose. Because if I'm not answering, I mean, I'm not going to buy. I mean, so I like to, no. I like to shop out too much to be buying something I can't see when people call me. No. Oh, Penny says, I can't find nobody to thrift with, but I ride with me and Jesus. Yeah, where are you, Penny? Just what state are you in? Are you near Tennessee? Or are you near the Mid-South Memphis area? Because, you know, we can go thrift sometime after we declutter. After we declutter, we can go thrift. All right, let's see. Trying to decide. I think that what I'm going to do is, we've talked about your home, your office, your personal spaces. Are they truly reflective of who you are? Sometimes the problem with all of the clutter is you don't truly get to see what styles you love in your home, or what even clothes you really, really love, because you're pulling out the same things because you can't find anything, or you can't try anything new because you don't have space to bring in anything. So you have to release. If you're still wearing your clothes from the 90s and the early 2000s, I mean, what's your style now? What's your style today? Even with makeup. Like, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to do, like, my eyeshadow and even how to do the highlighter. Girl, you know, it's popping, girl. That's what I'm saying. Them cheekbones popping. Because I had to update my makeup routine. And so even with your clothes, you need to update your clothes and your routine, update your makeup routine, your shoes. You still got shoes. Some of that stuff, I mean, platforms have come back, but some of the platforms from the 70s, they ain't the same. So we have to let stuff go. Even if you're home, that's why I love the challenges, and I love the challenges that Kimberly Davis does, and some of the other challenges when they're doing the home decor, because it gives me a time to rearrange my space and to bring in new things, or to use old things in different ways, or to bring out things that I had packed away or packed up and I haven't used in years. Gives you a reason to use that stuff. Gives you a reason to share it with your family. I mean, besides the thrifting videos, my tablescape videos are really awesome. Hopefully these videos where I'm talking and teaching are going to really be are where my heart are. So I'm praying and believing and setting the intention that these videos will also rise. But it gives you a chance to clear your mind and clear your heart, so you can set intentions, so you can set goals, and so that you can allow abundance to come into your life. Penny, you and Jesus riding together, girl, going thrifting. Casey Detox says, if you wanted me to come and help you declutter, you be mad at me and send me home. LOL. Girl, I probably would. You know I probably would. We're still friends. I still love you, Casey. When you give it, it makes you thankful for your blessings. It does, Bridget. Someone said something very similar to what you're saying. And they were saying, I wish I could remember who it was. Because I like to give credit when people do awesome things. When I watch other people's videos, you probably hear that a lot in my videos. I love to give credit. when, for example, I love watching Casey Detox, and when she's talking about crystals, and she went to this flea market and she was showing a crystal vendor. I love it. I love her energy clearing, healing, and detox videos. And so I like to give credit where credit is due. When even Denise, you know, for example, Denise Jordan, when she's talking about home and washing clothes, all those things, I love giving credit. So be sure when you watch somebody's video, Gma, and you know, watching all these amazing creators, Penny's Place, and Kimberly Davis and Gma, that you're giving credit for the wonderful, amazing things, Bridget Jones, amazing things that they do and say, because that's another way to give, right? And to support each other, and to sprinkle gems and send love. So yes, it makes you grateful. But anyway, I digress. So the person said that when if you're ever feeling like you don't have anything, and like you know, that there is poverty or there's lack that's showing up in your life, go around and begin to declutter. Begin to go under your cabinets and look at all of those things that are under there, and look at through your house everything that's in your home, and start thinking about how much this cost, how much that cost. Look at your living room and just begin to thank God for every single thing that God has helped you to bring into your home. Every single thing that God has given you. And when you do that, you will realize just how abundant you are. When you look at your closets and how blessed we are in America, how blessed we are. I mean, Forever 21, Marshall's, Ross, all these different places. You can go out and get beautiful, amazing things for little or nothing, right? Little to nothing. Goodwill, all these amazing places you can go out and get them beautiful things, new, and even new with tags. Even at dealers and, you know, different stores, you can go out and you can purchase things on sale and get really amazing prices, which is what I love to do. I love shopping retail and getting amazing prices. And we don't realize how blessed we are. We don't realize just how truly blessed and abundant we are. We don't realize how good God is to us, and how good God continues to be to us, how he continues to open the doors to send us blessings and allow blessings and abundance and favor to come to us, and blessings to come into our hands. And so this is a time when you're going through and you're decluttering and you're letting go and you're releasing. It's a great time to be grateful and to be thankful for every single thing that God has given you. And that's why, although I hate it, I'm going to be honest with you, because I'm real transparent over here. I'm real. The one thing I hate about the Marie Kondo method is throwing everything on the bed. Like, oh gosh, like pulling everything out and throwing it out. But when you do it, you touch every single thing, and it gives you a chance. One of the things she says is to hold it and see if it sparks joy, but it gives you a chance to thank God for it. Every shirt, every tank top, every earring, every piece of makeup, go through your stuff sometime. Don't just let that stuff sit and you don't even know what you have anymore. You have so much stuff you don't know. Go through your Christmas decorations. Pull it all out and have gratitude for every single thing that God has given you. And then allow God to speak to you. See, this is that other part. Allow God, listen, and allow God to speak to you, to tell you what needs to go. Because there are some things you throw away and you think, man, you got to go rebuy it. Or you turn around and like, oh, wow, I wish I had kept that. But if you let the Lord speak to you and tell you what needs to go, tell you, I don't care even if it's the most beautiful thing that you own, and God is saying to you, speaking to you. Someone said that earlier, to release it, because, and I think it may have been Bridget, because it may have negative energy in it or on it. Let it go. Even stuff from Goodwill. Sometimes I'll look at things from Goodwill and I'm like, I don't know who had that. You know, I mean, like, you know, real, you know, because I'm listening to God say, don't get that. Don't buy that. one time God told me about some shoes. Told me, don't buy them shoes. Do not buy those shoes. And I bought the shoes. I cleaned the shoes. I disinfected the shoes. I sprayed them down. I put Clorox in them. I used Clorox wipe. I wiped them down. Everything. You know, I got the worst foot rash I have ever had wearing those shoes. And nothing wrong with Goodwill. And I don't thrift shoes anymore because I'm not allowed to after getting sick. I be said no. But, you know, there's some beautiful shoes out there. And so, nothing against thrifting shoes. You know, I just, from here on out, I just don't. But I learned a big lesson about listening to God. I learned a huge lesson about listening to God and letting go and being really clear about what God is saying to me. Not only about what I'm releasing and letting go, but what I'm allowing to come into my space. And so when you can release and you can let go, you open up that channel, a clearer channel, to be able to hear from the Most High, to be able to hear from the Creator, to be able to hear from God, and to be able to spiritually connect with God. And you don't have all of this clutter and junk in your space to keep you disconnected and to keep you from entering into a perfect rest and a perfect peace with God, where He sups with you, where He talks with you, where He speaks with you. And so that's what we want. That's why we're working to clear our space, so that we can truly be in God's presence. And we can truly be one with God in every area of our life. We are so blessed. Absolutely, Kimberly Davis. We are so blessed. Casey says, I feel so blessed right now. I know the anointed spirit is all around this live stream. I feel His energy and presence. What you said earlier, it's correct. You have this dream at the right time. Yes. Thank you. This dream right now to be all that God has called us to be, to walk truly in God's purpose. And so we walk in His purpose. We walk in the light and the purpose of God. And so one of the ways that we do that is simply by decluttering our space. It opens up. We talk about abundance, but abundance is also in living an abundant life that allows God to truly come in and be in our hearts, to dwell in our hearts, to dwell in our spirits, and to be one with Him. That is the most abundant that we could ever be. Money, okay, yeah, you get money. But when it's gone, do you still have God? Do you still have Spirit? And can you create more? Because God is the one who gives you the power to create wealth, right? And so we're to be one with God, to be one with Him. And that is the most abundant thing that we can be. That's the most abundant level that we could ever experience. It's the highest level of abundance, is to be one with God. And so our spaces have to be reflective of a space that God is proud and welcomed to dwell in. That makes sense? So Casey says, my grandma, Miss Grandma, that was just here. Oh, Gma, was it here? Understands what I'm going through. Her struggle is my struggle, and it's very rare to meet people who understand. Absolutely, she is. She's going through a lot with being sick and really struggling with surgeries and the different things that she's gone through. But she is a trooper, and she, like you, and she is an amazing, amazing creator. And so I'm grateful for each of you. I'm grateful for each of you that have come on this live today. I'm going to let you guys go. We're going to talk more. I got more notes. I got more stuff that God shared with me. And so I'm going to sign off of here because I feel God leading me to do so. And what I encourage you to do is to be grateful and to really hold the energy of gratitude and of love and of joy for all of the things that God has given you. And in those spaces where it's time to release and to let things go, I ask God to come in and to fill your hearts with the knowledge and the wisdom to do what God is calling you to do in this season, so that you can release and let go and be a blessing to someone else. Because holding it blocks the abundance that God has for you. All right? And so we are to walk in the light and to walk in the love of Christ and to walk in the love of God. And in order to do that, we have to release and let go so that we can dwell completely in his presence and be one with him. All right? Thank you so much for joining me. Kimberly Davis says, I really enjoyed the live. Have a blessed evening, everyone. Those beautiful lips. She's always had those beautiful lips. Love that. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I appreciate you so much. I was sharing more in the weeks and months to come. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up. My stomach's growling. It means I'm hungry. I ate grapefruit this morning. I'm trying to detox my system and let some things release and let go and clear my system, so that I could be light and really receptive in hearing from God as I'm on with you guys today. So thank you for joining me. And thank you for hearing God's voice and for allowing God to come into your hearts. I'm praying for you always, even when we're not together. I'm praying for you. I go through the lives, I write down the names, and I pray over them. So I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Each and one of you who subscribed and who are part of this channel. And for those of you who knew, thank you, thank you, thank you. Tell a friend about this channel. Share it with someone that you love. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Denise says, you are so welcome. This was a good session. Thank you. You are so welcome. I do this because of you guys. Thank you. Penny says, much love, everyone. I have to get ready for church. Thanks for this live stream. God is real. In God's presence is fullness of joy. Amen. Amen. I love you guys. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, guys. Hugs.